Hello, everybody. Hold on one sec. Oh my God. Nothing like getting locked out of your 18 minutes. I am so sorry, guys. How are you? Hello, Felice. Oh, from the frozen tundra, not feeling well. Everybody send. She needs to feel better. She has a terrible virus. Hi, Diesel Motor, you made it. Yay. I saw you on the replay before. How are you? I used your eyebrow stuff today. Thank you. Hello, Sylvia. How are you doing? How is everybody tonight? Are you numb from the sales like I am? I can't even look at my email. I want to tell you that I haven't touched it. There's like over 3,000 unread messages in my email box, and it's over the top this year. Craziness. Right now, I'm in the middle of watching my NHL team play. Well, that's exciting. We are a hockey town where I live, so my husband has a really good friend who's a doctor at Northwestern Hospital. And one of the things that he does is he's one of the doctors for the team. So we've gotten to go to some games, and it's been a lot of fun. Hockey is one of those sports up close and personal that totally different than TV. Totally different. It's like smacked up against the, glass. And where I grew up, the skating was big. Like, I was an ice skater, and if you were a guy, you played hockey. Just kind of how it is. Hi, Molly. Molly's mom is in the hospital, guys. She needs some good energy also. I think everybody needs some good energy right now. I've been feeling it. Hockey, yes. Oh my goodness. So, Molly, how's your mom? The only thing I haven't done is fix my face. So you guys will have to excuse the fact that I'm not your glamorous host of the evening. Here we go. So at least get a little something on here. I've been running today, and I got my hair done today. Molly, tell us how your mom's doing. I love this jeans color. All right, my makeup looks crusty, and I'm sorry, but this is not important tonight. All right, so did we resist shopping or did we cave? What did we trade? What do we have to say about this whole holiday so far? First of all, it's not even Black Friday anymore. It's like Black Month. She's still waiting for a room. ER is nuts, I guess. She's okay, though. Guessing in pain by morning. Thanks for asking. How's your dad? Is he okay? And Felice has been sick for, a week now, Felice? Molly's mom took a fall. Can I tell them? Just tell me yes or no, and I won't or will get into detail. If it's a yes, I'll just read your text. Holy moly molies. I was hoping Maria would be here tonight. Your dad is as cool as a cucumber per usual. Sure, she fell hard, broke ribs, and cracked some vertebrae. She was in her bathroom and fell into the knob on the door. And Felice hasn't been sick in 2 years, and she's been sick for an entire week, and her kids were home this weekend for the holiday. Her one son that's away at school. She had both kids at home. Your mom was as cool as you come, or writing you a whole thing. She's got some air that's stuck. Is it between the lung and the rib? Operate to release the air. What's on my eyes? Oh, you know what? I purposely used like a whole bunch of different eyeshadows so that there isn't one thing to buy. But I'll show you guys so you can get the idea. But we're not buying anything here. I'm not selling anything here. Ugh, your mom, she's not going to want to laugh for a while. I remember when my dad broke ribs, he would literally like hold a pillow to stop laughing. It hurt. What's the expression about laughing so hard it hurts? She got air stuck between the lungs and the rib cage and has to have a small surgery to release it. They got you into the hospital. I mean, a lot of times people do things like this and they're like, oh, I'm just sore. I'll be okay. I'm fine. You always should get checked out. And it's so hard because Molly lives a good distance away and has to work. So it's hard. And she was just there. They had their Thanksgiving with her family over the weekend, and they had driven up to Duluth to see her parents. So we're all going to think good thoughts for her mom and sending lots of love to Felice. She was short of breath and thought maybe she punctured a lung, so she went in. Was your dad home when this happened? My lips are so chapped. So I found some fun stuff for us to look at. All right, so did anybody buy anything exciting? I'm going to show you my excitement. I got this bag with the extreme cream and the elastic skin and the extreme eye cream. It all came together and it was like 35% off or something. And then I got some skincare from Bloomeffects. That's what I got. I didn't get anything else. I got, some things before, but not during all this shit, this insane, crazy stuff. Is she gonna have surgery tonight or in the morning? Like, are there just no beds? Because like at our hospital, it's challenging to get a bed. They park people in the emergency room a lot. All right, well, let me show you what I played with so that we could all play. I found a matte, dusty, I guess I would call it like a dusty mauve. She already had the surgery. It was minor. She's taking a long time for a bed. That's the worst. Are they at least giving her some meds so that she's not as sore? Because tomorrow morning is going to be a rough one. Ooh, Felice. Felice got some VBB. Oh, I did order some VBB. Some Jenny Patinkin. Nice. Chanticleer and Cicely. Well, we will look forward to seeing and hearing about that. Oh, that's so nice, Sylvia. Oh, you guys, I feel really, really bad about Holly. I was hoping she would come tonight for a little bit. Lots of meds. Thank you for the kind thoughts, everybody. It's so hard to be so far away. It's like, I know that feeling. So I kind of started playing with that palette that everybody was loving. And then I was like, well, I don't just want to use that because then everybody's going to be like, well, what's on your eyes? So I took out the Chanel palette and played with those and kind of added some of that. And I took a liner in Neon Dahlia that's Chanel and kind of went underneath my eyes and a little bit like right behind my lashes, just like a wingish, not a wing. And then I took this eyeshadow, just so people can look. It's like these same tones. You need like a sparkly silvery blue, a sparkly kind of bronzy color, a little bit of a yellow gold, and something kind of just matte for just a little bit of shadow, like on the edge. And then I used a few different cheek products because I didn't want anybody to have to buy any cheek products. So I went, this has been on heavy rotation. As you can see, my horsey is not being loved in a kind and gentle way. I took out an old Suku blush that has kind of a pink and a kind of a corally color. And then I dug into my Chanel Balm Essentials, and this one was called Scintillement. It's one of those ones that's kind of mermaidy with a little bit of sparkle in it, but honestly, during this time of the year, if you can't sparkle right now, when can you? Honestly. So I put on a little of that. And then I kind of dotted it like in different places on my face so that when my face moves, people think, ooh, she's got young skin. And then I took some of the Victoria Beckham cheek stuff, kind of stained in the middle here and did a little bit of that on my cheeks. And then I used a little corally pink, kind of a liquid from Suku, and just kind of tapped it. And that's it. So you just need a bronzy color, something with some blue or some like a lavender. I think we all have lavender and some kind of like silvery kind of color. And with the yellow, there's something about like the yellowy gold with the purples that's really pretty. You didn't get it? Oh, you might, if you're really warm toned, you're going to hate it. It's not for people that are super warm. It's like, you probably would look like the corpse bride. I mean, you know what? The Chanel one that came out, I guess it was like last summer, the summer before, the one with the blue. That blue was like a little bit warm. You can kind of go with like a silvery color. I mean, all these tones, like they start to kind of all look the same. I'll just compare these. Here's these, the two palettes. So if you have anything with kind of that gold and I would say like the lavendery colors, any of those kind of eyeshadows, and then it's just something bronzy. You could even use a bronzer and tie it all together and then sprinkle a little gold on top and you're there. Suku. I know. Ryan is going to be going to Japan and he's going to be coming home with a lot of eyeshadows. Suku's pretty. They look like a corpse. It's totally your vibe, but you have olive neutral. You might like it then. Hello, you're back. How are you? It's such a interesting palette. It's not entirely cool toned, but the cool tone matte might be like the one that you don't use. I would say this color could kill a lot of people, but it could also make a really good shadow. This color is definitely a warmer blue. I mean, they're very dusty, you know, like they're very muted. I almost feel like they'd be great on top of something else. Oh, SSW, I like that for short. That's cute. That is cute. So, okay. I'm done shopping. My favorite thing that I bought was my new Lola blanket that's coming. You guys, they are 40% off right now, or 55% off. Wait a minute. They were 55% off and now they have new ones. I gotta look. Are they like not on sale anymore? Or are they just sold out? I'm looking to see what happens if I add to cart. All right, looks like we need to find a new code for Lola blankets. I thought that they were still on sale. I'm sure they'll be on sale again. Don't pay full price for a Lola, but they're good. So, did anyone shop like at a real store, or did people go the computer route? Or are you avoiding shopping? Are you on a no buy? Are you on a low buy? How many of you guys watched Charlotte Holcroft's new video? Does anybody follow her? She's in England. The title is kind of clickbaity, but it's called Influencers and Overconsumption, How Much is Too Much? And I guess the whole conversation started with when Morgan opened up her closet and had a whole entire cabinet full of skincare. And, oops. You only got 2 things online, a serum and a hair mousse. I'm supposed to be on a no-buy. Well, then you did pretty well. It's hard to ignore all this stuff. It's in your face, and enough with the come back to your cart. I'm so sick of those. And I also don't like the hurry up. Oh my gosh, like you're going to miss out. But the advertising language and words over and over and over and over when you're reading the ads, it's gross. It's why I stopped putting up links. I can't stand it. I went to Blue Mercury. They gave me 30 off on everything I bought and loaded me up with samples. Nice. They love you there, Felice. It's interesting that they're owned by Macy's. I got the deluxe part. Sorry. Yeah. I panic buy when that happens. I do the same thing. Well, first of all, how many people add things to their cart to not pay for shipping? Because that's me. I know Molly does that. I hate paying for shipping. Like, I hate it. I'll add stuff. I don't even know, like, last night I considered going live. Nah, hi Marianne, you do it. Most are surprise sale extended, but not for long. All right, Molly and I have a bone of contention that we'd like everyone to weigh in on. Let's review the sales that Victoria Beckham Beauty offered this week and last. It's exactly why I don't attach links to my stories either, unless it's a brand I truly love. It's so gross, isn't it? Okay, so Victoria Beckham, I have to think about this for a second. She had a one-day thing, I want to say like the week before Black Friday, where people could shop for, was it like 2 weeks before with free shipping? So she had that. Then she had the 25% off surprise thing, but no one knew how long it was going to be on there. Or was it 20? It was 20%, sorry. A 20% for VIPs, whatever they are. The VBB, VIP, XYZ, PDQ. Like, it's a lot of letters. She went from 20 and then she put it on everybody and then she took it away and then it was 20 again and then it was 25, but then it was 20 and then it went back up to 25 again, like when everything was almost gone. What is that? There are so many things that were fake selling out the thing that I thought that was very real was Danessa Myrick's yesterday. She had sold out of her Lightwork 7 palette. And I guess there were a lot of people in her comments section saying, bring 6 back. I never got number 6. Please, do 6. And that was last year's one that was like all the rainbows. And she got on and she had all the text messages that somebody had put up there. And she's pointing. She's like, I heard you. I heard you. I'm going to release a small number of them that I have in my vault because I want to make all of you so happy. And she did, and those sold out really quickly. That's a real sellout. Like when Lisa Eldridge put out her like lavendery eyeshadow palette, the one that she named after her little kitty cat. Can't think of the name of it. One of you guys will tell me. When she sold it out, she said, I'll bring it back in the spring. Like it has to go back into production. She has to get all the materials and stuff. I hate when it's free shipping at $50 and everything is $49 or $49.99, right? You have to add another something for $20 instead of paying for shipping. I know. I get it. And it's always like whatever the math is that they're supposed to math, it's just under the threshold to get you to buy, a little bit more. I agree, Molly. Things selling out makes me buy fast without thinking I'm the sucker these people want to see coming. I think we've all been the sucker before. I mean, there's a certain amount of, I don't know, like when the beauty community sort of started coming together, like in the mid-teens, let's say, I think that there were a lot of fake sellouts. And I could name a person, but this person remains nameless on my channel, so I'm not going to name her. But she had a palette that had 18 shades on it, and it was... everybody had to have it. And it would sell out, and then it would be back at Sephora, and then it would be out again, and then it would be back and out and back and out. And this is before any of us understood the timelines and the real sellouts and how things work with the factories. Like, we all got very wise to things when COVID hit, because that was the supply chain in real time, like all of us learning, right? And then all of a sudden you realize a sellout is not really a sellout unless they're still manufacturing it, which I don't know how fast they can do that. But if you have to go back to the drawing board and start again, it takes a long time. VBB roller coaster sales, 20, nope, 25, nope, 20, and then it ends with 25. I'd be mad if I bought it 20 off and then the next morning it's 25. Yes, and when she put the Cocoa collection or whatever it was called, the Cocoa whatever, and she had the VIB one was, why do I keep saying VIB? It's not Sephora. Her VIPs got to purchase the Cocoa, whatever it was, and it didn't have the sparkly liner in it until the next day, when that was just ridiculous. They sent me one, which they should have. You have my full attention now, Michelle. My team just pulled off one of the most pathetic wins I've ever witnessed. A win's a win. It's a W. We fly the flag here often. That's great. So I think this year the sales started way early. I have to say, I'm not surprised that it's the beginning of December, and the moment that the Black Friday sales were trickling away, all the spring stuff started showing up online. I've seen NARS. I've seen I'm trying to even remember. Meet's been posting a lot of them. We've all seen Chic Profile did the YSL. Where am I? I understand it. I was in luxury retail for 30 years. Nobody pressures me with gotta buy now. So how do you resist it, Felice? And how do we know when something's really sold out? Like, it's weird. You've seen a ton of the spring releases too. Yeah. And if you go on that Red Note app, it's filling up. You know, I'll start posting some of it, but not today. Today's kind of about decompressing and just sort of breathing. There were some interesting things that happened during the sales. Things that I didn't expect, like the eyeliner that Sarah Creel put out, like going viral wild, like it was some fantastic eyeliner. Does anyone know about this eyeliner? Has anyone tried the said eyeliner? I mean, the color was fine. It's a lot like the quartz one that she did with Victoria. I almost feel like there's got to be something there with, I wonder how Victoria's feeling about, you know, her claiming that her eyeliners are the best. She helped develop these eyeliners. I don't get how it could be like any different. And it's interesting because she's been pricing herself. I'm trying to find the color, but I'm starting to not understand certain color eyeliners, like why I would ever need them again. If they're super, super light, I'm usually going with some kind of a shadow, and I'm always tight lining now. I have one I bought during the Sephora sale, and you're obsessed. They don't budge, and you like them better than VBB. Wow, Molly. That's a bold statement. Wow. Wow. All the Sarah Creel liners are sold out except for black and bronze. Don't need them. Well, do they budge in the waterline or on the lid? Because I feel like waterline is waterline. Unless Marc Jacobs wants to come back with his gel eyeliners that I still miss and could cry about. They're going to make his line so gross. It's going to be like the Marc Jacobs collection at Home Goods. You know what I mean? They sold his name. Are they a gel mal like Marc Jacobs was? Because God, those things were fantastic and they just did not move. You would put that on and it would stay. You know, it would stay on. You got the bronze and a free mascara. Okay. You guys, it's going to take a whole lot to convince me. I don't understand how. I mean, I guess I do. She knows what their formula is. I would imagine that it's intellectual property, though. I don't know. The liners that are underrated are the lines liberated by YSL. YSL has become a real little powerhouse. Ooh, did you guys see those product concealers that are coming? That was exciting to me. I think that's going to be a really cool product. It sounds like it has something in it that's going to be sort of light reflecting. So maybe it'll like light reflect my wrinkles off of my eyes. I'm hoping. The Ceracryl is good for no budge on the lower lash line, especially. VBB is good for smudging. Okay. Okay. I could see that. I like the VBB, like tight lined. And also, we're going to start to see like makeup again, you guys. We're going to start seeing like lived in liner and like kind of grungy looks and much more bold things happening and less clean girl. The trends for 2026 seem kind of fun. And honestly, I've been doing a lot of thinking. And I kind of want to talk to you guys about this, but I watched Charlotte Holcroft's video about overconsumption and waste, especially in the beauty space, especially after Morgan did her video. And there are PR hauls that we've all seen forever. And she had, at the beginning of her video, she shows whatever her name is, the girl that's on TikTok that has the Boston accent. And the fact that I don't know her name is so good. What is her name? You guys all know who I'm talking about. The really annoying one. She has these PR hauls that are like ridiculous, where there's like a mountain behind her. Morgan's video made you physically ill. That's what a lot of people said. A lot. Jennifer. Yes, Michaela. Okay. So Michaela Noguera, is that how you're saying her name? Michaela Noguera. She has bazillions of followers and she's, the most popular person, and everybody and anybody sends her everything because they might, by some, magical lottery, get shown on her channel. And she does these giant PR haul openings so that everything gets seen. And the amount of waste and what is happening with all of these products is the issue. I think brands have gotten a little bit smart. She starts out the video by kind of explaining sort of like what Rebecca did with what PR is and what the point of it is. They're sending you product to share with a wider audience that you can talk to about the product. There are people who are sent product and there's no ties, there's no strings. There are people who are sent product for the specific task of sharing that product with their audience as a sponsored video where they're paid to talk. There are people who get products sent to them, they review them. They haven't even talked to the brand about it, but they did receive it. Some people have their name with a PR firm, and once they get your name, they can send you stuff from all places. And she was talking about companies reaching out to her, like, she's like, I'm a luxury high-end beauty. So when somebody sends me an email and it's like she called it high street, I think, but it was drugstore. She said, I say no. And she's like, I don't want to sound like snobby, but I'm not going to show it on my channel. I don't want it. And she also talked about the husbands being really annoyed with how much garbage there was, which I think is really funny because I get it, and storing all of it, So she talked about how at the very height of PR starting to be a thing, like there would be like, a clown getting out of a car, singing a song with a giant thing that you had to unwrap. And inside there was a tiny little mascara or something like that. She said brands have gotten better with reducing packaging. Okay, fine. But there are still brands that send her every shade of a foundation when she probably only needed like 3 to pick from. There are companies that send things that she just isn't going to use. There are companies that send her things without asking her first. she said part of the problem, I guess, in England is that once it's been swatched, it cannot be donated. And she can't really say, like, oh, she has all these people that are on her channel who are like, I'll take it, I'll take it. She's like, no, that's not sanitary. I'm not, that would be getting me into like a bad position. So fine. She said somebody brought up that, you know, maybe we should be sending some of this to smaller creators. And I thought that's actually like a really good idea, but there would have to be some way to connect to people that had similar coloring, you know, for that kind of stuff. And also similar skin type, unless you had a skincare person and a makeup person. And I don't even know like how, what, like 900 small channels are going to contact one person and say, please send me stuff. I don't know how that would work. I'm not sure. Like maybe they could have people sign up and then draw a name, but then it's like a lottery again. I mean, I don't even know. But she just said, you know, she's seen all the stuff and she's seen all the ways. She said, but the fact of the matter is, she's like, most of the things that we have, we keep for a certain amount of time to compare it with so that people don't buy things double. You know, like if you already have something that's very similar, why buy the new thing? Because it's new. And she's talked about, you know, what kind of a message does this send to the audience? And what kind of solutions are there? And honestly, I don't know. Like, I don't know how you get away from somebody who's really popular getting a bunch of product. What I kind of thought about was that it would be really smart for somebody to team up with one brand for this, one brand for that, and use them for the whole year and make sure that they were going to get PR from them and make sure that they would be able to, you know, share what they feel about those products. But like, how do you avoid like, oh, but I really want this lip gloss. Like, how do you fit that in? And then how do you stay current? It's really like a dance. I will say the days for me of buying a lot are over. I think everybody is feeling the squeeze right now, money-wise. It's that time of year, and also just our economy is struggling right now, at least middle and lower income, well, not the high, but the bottom 90%. You know, how do we keep things fun and interesting and not buy everything? There's obviously stuff that I'm going to have to get because we're going to want to know if it's good. But I really want you guys to understand that this year for me is going to be really intentional. And today, that Westman Atelier blush came out. I'm going to pull it up. Oh my God, I've been sending money to Jamaica. And when I typed in West, it didn't go to Westman Atelier. It went to Western Union. Okay. So Westman Atelier came out with a new blush today in that gorgeous formula from last year. And not only that, is that some of the money from it is going to go to I have to see what it says, some kind of charity. Where is it? There we go. Let me show you. Okay, there she is. Exactly the colors that I love. It's like a mauve and a rose, like a soft rose. What do we think of this? What do we think of her putting it out the day after her 20 off sale? It does say that a portion of the proceeds will be donated to our charitable partner, Kids Mental Health Foundation. Each sale will contribute to their mission to freely provide tools and resources to all U.S. communities to promote mental health for children. And here it is in the snow, which I don't think is that funny because I'm already in the snow. Here it is. Here it is on someone who's 16. And here it is like in the mix. Let me grab these. I had one out. Where did it go? I have to go into my bathroom for a second. I'm going to grab it. Hang on. Okay, sorry. Okay. So we've got Coquette and Mimi. This is like a peachy and a bronzy. Let's get rid of this. I will say I love the blush formula. Is this a formula that you guys like? Mental health for kids. Yes. Okay. That's a better swatch. So that's Coquette and Mimi. Okay, then we have Fizz Jam. Fizz Jam is pretty bright. I have to say I haven't used it a whole lot, and I was kind of hoping that this would be like a more wearable Fizz Jam. Like Fizz Jam for less Fizz Jammy people. They're pretty. To me, this is like a nice watermelon color for the summer. Okay, then we have the new one. And the last one on here is the Sable suede, which I have to say I like, and that's so weird because it's so warm, but I really like this one. Not a good swatch. There we go. Let's try that again. I'm going to get better at this, you know. Not Sylvia level, but I'm going to try. So those are the 4 or the 3. Coquette Mimi, Fizz Jam, and then Suede Sable or Sable Suede. And then this seems to fit my exact sweet spot of a cooler mauve. Let's see what everybody says. I purchased this blush early this morning. Get the spinny wheel that I have. Good idea. Mental health for kids. Oh, so pretty. It's only on her site. It's a site exclusive. Sylvia's laughing because she already bought it. These blushes have the most amazing, they are so blurring and they're so pretty. And I really, really like those colors. And I'm trying to not buy it. And I just don't know if that's going to happen. Oh, I think it's pretty, but the day after the sale, it's rough, isn't it? Hi, by the way. Hello. It stings. It makes me mad. I'm on that. It came out after the sale. It's to raise money, and today is Giving Tuesday. It was her daughter's suggestion to do this. Well, that's a different story. I didn't know that there was a thing called Giving Tuesday. Today I found out there's a thing called Trip Tuesday. Did you guys hear about this? Where you're supposed to book a trip? Oh, it'd be nice if I showed you the swatches like in a large form. Well, I didn't know it was Giving Tuesday and that it was her daughter's idea. And how old's her daughter? Is she like a child person? Interesting, Felice. Thanks for that info. I feel like you just gave me a permission structure to buy the blush. What was the meme that I had the other day and you sent it back to me that I made you buy a coat? Like, don't ask me not to buy it. I'll tell you to buy it and I'll figure out a way where I deserve to get one too. I haven't tried the blushes yet. They look good. They're so yummy. And I'm a hard blush person to please. And I bought all of these last year. I mean, after I said I wasn't going to buy like a whole bunch of stuff last year at the same time, this is where I spent my money last year. And a lot of it. I own every single duo because they're that amazing. Same. I bought one and I loved it. And then I bought another and I loved it. And then I bought the rest. I needed a permission structure. I love amazing. Bummer. I need it to be on Sephora since there's another sale coming and I have a gift card to use. Exactly. I'm late. You're not late, Heather. Welcome. So I don't think it's going to be on Sephora. Do you guys think that? I thought that this was exclusive to her site, but I'm gonna double check that. It says Fluff and Puff, a wintry flush. Let me put it back up. A wintry flush in velvet mauve and cashmere rose. A portion of every purchase goes to the Kids Mental Health Foundation. It says new and exclusive. And then right next to it, she's got her little blush trios on 25% off for one of them. And then she still has 20 off savings on her little trios, if anybody's interested in that. We're talking about the new blush that came out today. These blushes are getting dangerously close to knocking my Valentino blushes out of the #1 spot. Whoa there, Sylvia. That's bold. That is a bold statement. But I get it. You spun the wheel. Landed on Western Atelier. Well, then you had to buy it, you guys. She spun her wheel today. And it landed on Westman Atelier. You know we all need this in our lives. Spin the wheel. That's what we should be doing for the whole year. We should just spin the wheel and pull stuff out that we haven't used in a really long time. I love what Hannah from the UK, you guys, Hanmas, she's doing. Her husband, she made 24 little pouches, and her husband is picking from anywhere in her beauty room and putting eye makeup into a bag, and she's doing shorts because that's what YouTube is rewarding right now, not long form content. And she's doing a short series of the eyeshadows that he picks. And then the first one that she did this was Glam. And I mean, oh, come on. To me, Glam was just, I mean, this is my second one. I used this palette. This palette took me anywhere I wanted to go and more places than that. And now I kind of feel like her shadows have gotten much thinner. They're not as thick and heavy anymore, even though they have like that kind of effect. But now that we're going into a maximalist kind of a situation, maybe we need these to be maximal. But she did this palette, and I thought, you know what? Just like Felice, it's like throwing a dart at a board and picking something. I also thought they were exclusive. Was I just assuming? No, I think you read it like me. Oh yeah, I heard that the blush duo is exclusive to the site. I know this, Michelle. But I'm that obsessed with them. I know, it's a bold statement. They're so good. I heard that Westman Christmas sets are 50 off, I think, Nordstrom. But this is exclusive to her site. This one. Did you see Wayne Goss mention Han when he was talking about long form videos? I know that he did a video about the problem. You guys, I'm going to take these down. I think we've all seen this. Not as an example of you guys that we need to be shopping right now, because I know that everybody here has a mauve blush and a rose blush. If you're into Giving Tuesday, which you know I am, I think it's a lovely idea. But I also think it would have been lovely for them to donate the same amount of money that what percentage they're giving, I have no idea. But it would have been nice to put people participate in the Giving Tuesday. I just purchased those during the Washington Atelier Black Friday sale. What did you purchase? The sets? Can we confirm that on the price thing? I did see that they had marked down a lot at Nordstrom. That's not a good sign, guys. The Christmas sale, Michelle. Okay, let's pull that up. Oh my God, hold on. Oh wait. Stop the madness. They actually let you go to a different tab this time. Wow. Okay, let me sort these. Let's sort them by newest. Oh, no. Let's try this again. All right, here's Westman Atelier. $20 off. Don't feel bad. What's half off? Okay, the mascara is on sale. The Petite Petal. This lipstick trio is 20%. Is that all of them? Okay, so are they only doing holiday stuff right now that's on sale? Like holiday sets that they need to get rid of that didn't sell? The sets were 40 off on the Westman Atelier site. Oh, okay. Okay. I know she had a couple of them that were really marked down. When I click her baby cheeks is 25 off. The petite lip is 20 off. The Petite Petal is 20 off. The Lip Suede Matte Lipstick Trio is down to 105 from 150. So that's $40. That's substantially marked down. Was that 40 off? Her brush set is on sale. Let me see if I can open this tab. Okay, so her outrageously priced brush collection Let's try to say that one. Sold out. The Petite brush collection is down to a very easygoing $4.50. Her lip balm duo is at $60. If anybody likes these lipsticks, this is a very good price. $105 over $150. It's 40. I'm trying to think, what is that, 40%? It is around 40%. I don't see sets on Nordstrom when you search for Westman Atelier. Type in Westman Atelier holiday and see what comes up. This morning I saw someone post half off Christmas Westman sets are somewhere. Thought it was Nordstrom. You love that mascara. I highly recommend. You like the brown in that one too, right, Sylv? Then it could have been Harrods and Selfridges, someone else that carries them. Well, Selfridges had 30 off, but then when you slapped the tariff back on, it was like not even a fun one this year to even try. I wasn't into the Westman Atelier sets this year because I had all the colors already. It's kind of like Hourglass, right? If they don't do like something limited edition, I was wondering why she didn't do another powder blush, and lo and behold, she did. But I bought all the sets last year and they were on deep sale and stuck around forever. That is something so important to remember, that if it isn't something from an indie brand, now Westman Atelier is still considered to be independent, but they have a lot of venture capital invested into them. In order for her to have scaled to all of these people, all these places that she sells, there's money coming in. And we all know she's on the selling block. It's just bad timing. Mario is shopping for a buyer as well. So, you know, these brands are all makeup artist brands, and they've all been serving the wealthy, famous for a long time, and they want a taste. The old brush set is on deep discount. Nice to know. Oh my God, I love that lipstick trio. It's a great trio. If you like that lipstick, you have to like the smell. I can't wear it. Esther shall actually like both black and brown. Okay, you guys, black and brown in that mascara are both Sylvia approved. I pitched all my Westman Atelier lipsticks. I can't handle the way that they smell. I just can't. I saw those older brushes for 40% off, but it's all over the place I see now. So, but Le Brun Clean is one of my favorite brown mascaras. Okay. Is that what this one's called? Is that the name of this one? Of course, there's her husband's rag and bone, exactly. But even beyond him, I'm just not excited about makeup as I used to be. I haven't even kept up with the new releases. I don't know, like everything is the same. I have most of their lipsticks, Michelle. You know what? I am not saying that you shouldn't be getting them. I'm just saying I am not into them at all. But her lip glosses, I love. I almost have every color, and I highly recommend them to everyone. They're very, very nourishing and yummy. Speaking of nourishing and yummy, the brown mascara is in the I Want You formula. Yes, that's the name of it. Okay. So this brown mascara, let me Here we go. So the I Want You is a good one. There was this lipstick trio is the Petite, and this is only 48. The one on her website was the full size at 105. I don't have any of the Westman Atelier lip glosses. I have every color of the Westman Atelier glosses. I'm glad you rolled them today. I'm sure they look great in your bed with you while you're being sick. I don't have any of the VB either. Oh, I saw her today. I almost went nuts that she had released something, but it was just her sparkly lip gloss that she's had around for a while. So I was relieved. I have one Squeaky Clean lip balm. I really like it. The lipsticks are a choice. That's the best way I've heard it said. I love them, but I can see it not working for many strong scent and different feel. I like different and a choice. I like that. Very nice. Nicely said. I loved the Westman Atelier I Love You formula. It's a nice clean formula too. I have to say, I really highly recommend if people are looking for stuff, the Surratt Releve mascara is a tubing mascara that also has fibers in it. And if you are somebody who is wanting more, but you don't have much, or more and you don't want to wear false eyelashes, this is a really nice option. You can build out the lashes nice and long, and they get really fluffy and fanned out from the little fibers. I like this a lot. And I believe it comes in both black and brown, but I have the black. I read it as different feet. Maria, I just can't get out of my head what she said that they smell like feet, because they do. Hello, look at Felice. She's got the foot with the lipstick. Yep. Oh, let's take this down. So what's going to start happening now is two things. We are going to be bombarded now with more sales because they have to get rid of all this stuff because they have all the spring stuff ready to go. And as many of us have already said, it's very hard to say no to a sale when you've been looking at something for a long time, or maybe not a long time, maybe just a few weeks, whatever it is. There's something you've had your eye on and it goes on sale. That's one thing. It's another thing when you see last chance, better buy it. You know, oh my God, like, how can I not buy this? It's so inexpensive. Well, if you say that like 4 times, you could just buy one expensive thing. I recommend everybody unsubscribe from as many things as you possibly can in your mailbox and start fresh for 2026. Like, the minute you go on those websites, you can type your email right back in there and be back on it. Or don't open the mail that has the sales. As far as being bombarded on social media, I think it's inevitable right now. I don't know if you will see as many videos of people on YouTube showing you new products, because unless they're going to show you spring, I think everything is out except for that blush that came out today. So I think you'll see a lot of, what I bought for the holidays. And I think people will be sharing a lot of links for a lot of sales because this is it. This is the crunch time. This is the weeks of the year that businesses usually make most of their money. It's why it's called Black Friday, because they're all in the black. Feet. I haven't bought any makeup except VB, and the first 20% off I have bought in skincare, clothes, and gym clothes. Okay. I bought a bunch of skincare this time. And I started to say, like, I really would love some feedback from you guys about what could make coming here different, where you can see things that are new and not feel pressure to buy something. I don't want to necessarily just show dupes, although I'm happy to. Like today, I really did try to like mix up my eyeshadows and stuff because I just don't want any part of it right now unless you want to buy a Lola blanket. And then I think I make 4% on that. Is pretty much the only thing that I've put up lately. And some independent brands. Those I did put up because I think that they do need our help. I'm going to buy things at a slow pace. I am going to take my time. I'm not going to jump on something unless it's something where I know the formula. It's for charity for kids. And it's a color story that I know I can wear. Otherwise, it's something I have to see in person and touch it myself, or watch somebody that I am like a skin twin with, and that I agree with their opinion, on all of this. I'm not into dupes. I want the real thing. If I want the original item. Okay. I'm not into dupes either in terms of a dupe at the drugstore. But if I held up this blush and then I held up two like Prada blushes, if there was such a thing, and they were the same, and or if this was Dolce & Gabbana or whatever, like if I showed you two high-end color stories that were the same or similar, would you buy them? Which is kind of like what they're doing on, like Rebecca's channel. A lot of people ask for comparison swatches. Now, I'm not a person that's going to go and take one color from one palette and one color from another palette. Like I'll borrow for, on an occasion, but I'm not gonna piecemeal a palette together. You agree with Heather? No drugstore, anti-drugstore. Okay. Oops. I do tend to get curious about duping a product, but most of the time I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of buying the same color story either, though. Like there are things that I feel like are kind of played out. Like, for instance, I don't need any more pillow talk. I've pillow talked myself into a pillow talk frenzy. I don't need anything in that tone anymore. Like if you buy the this and that and like you have it all, great. Give me something else. Give me something new. There are companies, we know, Hourglass, I'm looking at you, that continue to put the repeat shades into those palettes year after year after year. They need to make those customizable. They would sell them 365 days of the year. Like they need a new marketing strategy. They need somebody to come in and help them understand what people want them to do. It's crazy. And then there are a lot of us that just don't even bother anymore because we don't even touch the one that we have, or it's lasting forever. I think that this is the key, having someone recommend a product that I trust. That's how I feel. Color formula consistencies. Agreed. There are definitely companies where something is weird, something just isn't right. I'm trying to think of something that I've tried lately. All right, this is not that, but let's talk about Patrick Ta for a second. Patrick Ta makes a heck of a blush. He does. I love his blush. It's a great concept. He's sold a ton of these. The problem is that they start to really look alike and very similar to each other, which is why people started asking for comparison swatches, because they think that they may already have that, and indeed a lot of them do. I have a ton of these, but I do think that like this one on Holiday was very similar in idea to the one about the gym. She's at the gym or something. So what did we count? We counted them one night. Like how many did he have? Like 12 or something, or more than that, 15? I think luxury similar shades are nice to know because I don't need the same shades. I agree. Not duping with the drugstore. I want the experience most of the time. Don't care to dupe it. Same. Agreed. Yes, I like comparisons of the fancy stuff so I don't dupe my own collection. 100%. Pat McGrath. She's another one. How many times was she going to put pink and gold into like a whole, like one of her color stories? There are certain people that are more prone to that. Whereas like I look at like Natasha Denona and I feel like her color stories are more varied, even though she needs to come out with a new palette. I do love the PT blushes. Me too. They are similar. They are. PT definitely dupes himself. He probably does it because he sells those all day long. Very choosy with PT blushes. You have to be. PT has 4 blush shades, but in every tone that exists. I agree. Exactly, Molly. He does. I think we all also, a couple things are happening. Like I'll tell you guys, this whole liquid eyeshadow situation that I got myself into this year threw me for kind of a loop. I say it out loud and I can't even believe it. Like I'm going to be 58 in March. 58. Like if someone said to me 58 when I was 25, I would have been like, you're so old. It's just, it's nuts to me. And the fact that like I went to put the eyeshadows on this time and they were so crackly and textured looking, and I really had to like start rethinking my makeup. Like, do I need to just be wearing mattes? And like I went through this whole like back and forth thing March 6th. And I just decided, you know what? I'm still going to wear sparkly eyeshadow. And if my lids are sticking out too far, sorry, I still like makeup. And I'm going to wear whatever I want for as long as I want. Especially now. Yours is the 26th. Yeah. I don't know, you guys. I think that I got very turned off again this year about the sales and the pushiness and the amount of advertising that started so early. It was like you could almost feel the desperation of the companies, like who is going to make the first move? Because usually a whole bunch of people go before Sephora. The Sephora sale happens, and then we usually start going into, the holiday stuff. This year, the holiday stuff was out in October, September even, like some of it. It was crazy. I remember people were getting mad because Hannah kept getting all of these releases early, and she put her holiday music on, because guess what? Now when people search for it, they get the holiday music. They were like, don't turn on the holiday music yet. I can't hear it. So I don't know if you can win. Did anyone else think it was worse this year? I think when brands act like it's their best sale and they keep the sale all month and make the sale even better at the end. Well, that's what we were talking about with Victoria Beckham. It's like you can't trust that her sale is really the sale. Oh, yes. I mean, obviously, the inventory starts to shrink, and limited edition things, which, by the way, somebody remind me that I need to get that Chanel illuminator before it's gone. All of you guys need to, if you use it. This fantasticness is going away, and it's still at some of the big department stores, and it is definitely not on Chanel anymore, and it's not in the Chanel boutique that I go to. So, ooh, get it. I'm back, missed a bunch because hubby came home from a party and I needed the scoop. Well, I hope he brought you like some soup or something. What kind of party? I'm sorry you missed it. Oh my God, yes, I despise that, Heather. It's the companies that give you this rushed feeling and then they turn around. It's called the Fluid and Luminar, ENLUMINEUR. I'll grab it. I can hear my husband going outside right now. Okay. It's this one. I don't know what it is about it, you guys. I will put a little bit on my hand for you. It just gives the skin such an amazing look underneath. Let me put this down for 1 second. It gives the skin this like crazy luminescence. I put it right here. That, like, look at, I gave you like this much because like it's limited edition and I'm running out. But when you put the foundation on top of it, you get this glow. And Lit from Within is going to be in 26. I've been reading about all the new trends. And that's one that we're obviously keeping. So that's what it's called. Grab one if you can. I wonder if Blue Mercury still has this, Felice. Oh, you missed the annual open house party. I'm so sorry. And you're never sick. I have one of them, but not sure which. This was the one that came out with, was it Utopian Dream, maybe? I love that Chanel Luminaire. I know. I'm sure they'll come out with another one. But Michelle, everything sells when you attach a fear factor to it. Seriously, scare and convince people that they're going to miss out on the best sale ever. Have a heap of them panic buying. Okay, I just did that to all of you. Did you see that? Wait a minute. We're having a conversation about this right now, and I just did this very thing. I suck. That is not cool. Is that the newer, more holographic one that was from the spring? Yes. They don't carry Chanel. Okay. No, I have the Sheer Healthy Glow Highlight. I'll ask my Chanel essay. She'll find it for us. Okay. It is good. When things are really going away, that's one thing. When things are not going away, but they tell you like, last chance, you better do this, you better do that. And then the next day it's 25% off. And the next day it's 20% off. And then they start to hit you with like one day only, rush, rush, hurry, hurry. Oh, Rebecca, hello. Are you home for the night? Do you fall for scare tactics, Rebecca, with advertising? And do you think that this year, she's a really good person to ask? No idea. Okay. So let's ask you a question. Do you think that this year was the worst year that we've had so far in terms of how early the holidays started and how hard the brands were pounding us? And did you see the new Westman Atelier blush? I fall for the scare tactic all the time, but I also don't want to miss a great product. None of us do. Not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. I totally get this. I can't stop thinking about that Westman Atelier blush, though. Ugh, I need it to be on sale. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Did that Chanel concealer ever drop in the U.S.? Nope, it did not. But if you want something like that, Tavia would be the person to reach out to. She could definitely find it. The worst year. The worst, the earliest, and the worst, the pushiest. Rebecca, in the warm California sunshine, will be freezing. Rebecca, can I share the story about your daughter? We're freezing our tushies off in Chicagoland. We don't like it. The push was too much. Molly, they just had their Black Friday sale. Yeah, but they didn't have this blush. We were just talking about the Victoria Beckham back and forth. 25, 20, 20, 25, 20, 25. You get the eyeliner. You don't get the eyeliner. Okay, so her daughter is not in the warm California sunshine. She's at school in the Midwest, and it snowed. And she sent a video. God, I would love to show it. She sent a video of her daughter like in a movie, like a Christmas movie, with the eyelashes covered in snowflakes and her blown out hair just gorgeous, and her 18-year-old skin, like she just looked so fresh and happy. Like it was the most joyous thing ever in the whole world to be out in the snow. And she sent it to her mom, and she and I were cracking up. She looked absolutely spectacularly beautiful, like exactly what you would think of like one of those like Lifetime Television for Idiots movies, where she was just, so gorgeous. And I'm like, I want you to show her that in February at the end of the month when Molly and I are ready to just lose our minds forever. Oh, Molly's talking about the new blush. SSW, exactly. SSW, yep. That new one is taunting me. I know. There's certain things that grab you, right? Molly, I don't blame you. None of us are any help to each other. Anyway, I want her to do like a temperature check on that one when she has to go to class for the 100 millionth time in a snowstorm with the wind whipping and the cold, and it's no longer a gorgeous spin. Oh, to be young again. I absolutely hate this weather. I can't believe how early it started. Molly likes to start her day showing me the temperature in the morning and the road conditions, which I enjoy very much. Won't be as cold there as in Chicago. Probably not. She's definitely further. I'm trying not to say where she is. Further south. Okay, so Rebecca, do you think, or can I ask you this? Are you already receiving PR now that is spring? She's in St. Louis. Perfect. There we go. I didn't want to be the one to say it. Is there already spring PR? No spring yet. Okay. So basically everything is played out, correct? Like other than this Westman Atelier charity blush that came out today after her sale. We're kind of done for the year, right? It's sort of like now you have to decide where you're gonna find your best deals as they liquidate and everything goes away. No spring yet. It was like 70 today and 35 tonight. I hate it. My skin's so confused with my physical well-being. Chicago is crazy, windy, cold. I almost lived there, but I visited in September and got afraid of the cold. Yeah, it's cold. Yes, done for 2025. But Rebecca does the awesome thing where everybody gets to vote, and she has like an awards ceremony for the best ofs. Which, you know what, you guys, I want to start talking about things that were very memorable from this whole 2025. I want to go back and like pull together what products came out when and kind of give everybody a grade. If you just like think back this year, like I can think about YSL this year. They came out with like a lot of really good stuff. I would give them an A this year. Would you guys give them an A this year? I just think as a brand, the awards ceremony is the best. Nobody does it better than Rebecca. We were just discussing swatches and how luxury to luxury trade-offs are okay, but not duping in a drugstore. Chanel quads get a D-. Felice, that's so funny. I'm going to go ahead and say that the Chanel trio of ladies needs to get a refresher course in Chanel expectations. Chanel is like no longer Chanel. I want Chanel back. It's a low of -6 here this week. That's awesome. And Molly has 2 dogs and her hubby is away. So that's fun. Thank God for fenced in yards. I feel so bad for them with their feet when they go out, like in this cold. And my dog loves to be out in the snow. Like he could be out there all day. He lays like against our sliding glass door because it's cold. And we have a drape on there, and it's like it's over him every single day. And I sent my mom a picture of it tonight. I thought we were done with the collective. Are we? I did not hear that. Felice, is that true? I want to ask my AI assistant because he's just always right. Is the Comete, Comete from Chanel Beauty done? Are the 3 ladies that have been making the makeup for the past 2 years gone, or are they still staying on? I wonder what Matu is going to say about it. I wonder if he's going to have a hand in deciding some of the makeup to go with the fashion. Good question. They came together, they introduced the collective in 2022. Ami Drama, Cecile Paravina, and Valentina Lee were appointed global creative makeup partners. What's happening recently? As of 2025, the collective is very much alive and at work. A 2025 article describes the collective as shaping the next phase of Chanel's colorful, beautiful world, indicating that the process is ongoing. They reportedly meet monthly in Paris for collaboration days. That's great. So that they can all show each other that they picked the same colors. What bothered me the most about the Chanel this year was the fact that there were pieces from one collection that would have gone much better with pieces that came from another collection, but there were like so many shitty blushes and things that just didn't work. I'm done with the collective. The collective shows up when you least expect it. It's a bit of chaos. Totally. They sneak up on you. Me to Heather. You're laughing at Heather. Done with the collective. That sucks. I just don't understand the collective. I don't understand coming out with the same 3 colors for everything. And I just don't understand why things can't be cohesive. I like cohesive looks. If I wanted to make a bold statement, I'll make the bold statement, but give me something I can like work with that, at least make the blush match, something. You guys, can we take like a 2-minute break so I could run to the washroom real quick? Everybody grab a snack and meet back here in 2-3 minutes. Would that work? Yes. All right, I'll be right back. Thank you all. I feel refreshed. Sylvia had to go do some stuff. All right, where are we here? What did I miss? The collective shows up when you least expect it. It's a bit of chaos. I totally agree. Me to Heather, that sucks. I don't know who they are targeting these days. It's not normal people and it's not the young people. So who are they targeting? Well, and I just feel like now that they have a new person making the fashion, maybe he could like convince them to make something wearable. I don't know. I miss them. Like, where are the palettes that are just iconic and have more life to them than a couple of weeks? Like the Tissé collection. Tissé Rivoli. All right, how many people saw the lip liner thing that I put on with Victoria Beckham, where she's like, nothing's worse than severe liner? I got to agree. She was saying she kind of lines on the outside. This is the Victoria. This is the Lisa Eldridge in Kensington Plum. Look how pretty this is. I need some hydration. Isn't that pretty? It's got like sparklies in it. You can kind of feel them. I don't know if I love that, but it's pretty. I don't know who they're targeting. I wanted to show you guys a few things to get our minds on another thing. Has anyone here tried Maxine's Revenge, these concealers? This is the first thing I want to talk about. So here we go. Rebecca had these on her channel. They're all on back order. They are a line of concealers that she initially had started marketing these to people like 40 and up. And it's an independent brand. She's, I'm guessing, a makeup artist. And it's supposed to be incredibly hydrating. I know Rebecca really has loved it because she's not much of a makeup wearer in her daily life. And she likes a concealer or color corrector on her eyes. And she's used this and I'm interested. This is the kind of thing that I want to try. Like, I want to try to maybe look at independent brands a little bit more and not the crazy stuff that the kids are wearing. Stuff like this. Stuff like somebody trying to break into the 40 and up market. I just think it's interesting. Anybody else or no? I mean, hydrating and concealer are like two of my favorite words. let me I want to grab this other thing. What's your favorite brand right now? If you had to pick one brand, what would you pick? Only one. Okay, here's the first thing I want to show you guys. Okay, I'm hoping that when I do this, it will work. Okay. Okay, here's the first one. This was on Instagram. The chemistry between me and my products. I swear I won't buy and then buy anyway. I thought my tube Lassie was going to oversee the makeup too. I know. Why is he not? I'm back. Sorry. We're complaining about the Chanel Collective a little bit. She is on a 2-minute bathroom break. That's where I was. Yes. Love Maxine's Revenge. Good. Yes. Love them. Cicely. Cicely's your favorite brand right now. They need more shades of those eyeshadows. Those eyeshadows are really good. Really, really good. I just tried Sarah Creel concealer, and it's the first concealer ever that I've liked. I am so happy to hear that. I love mine too. And I think Maxine's Revenge is like this. Can you confirm, Rebecca? Because I think you've tried both. This is a very forgiving and creamy formula and hydrating. It really is made by somebody who understands, but isn't doing like the Laura Geller over 40 type of thing. Like she's the cool girl over 40 type of thing. She's got some street cred. Don't worry, it's just going to correct to cereal. Autocorrect. They're similar. Maxine's is a thicker feel. Ooh, I don't know if I like thicker. But can you thin it out with like some moisturizer? Because that I wouldn't mind. I don't mind when a concealer is really super concentrated. I just use less. And it lasts longer. The Sarah Creel one is nice. You're loving Sarah Creel, hoping for blushes from her. I'm hoping for her to give us some cool tones. That would be nice. I bet you that's her next thing. I'd love to see a cream blush. Her cream to powder highlight and bronze. I would like her to expand her bronzer shades, please. Less gold undertones. It's not uncomfortably thick like PML. Okay, well that's good. That's a good thing. And I'm putting this back up. The chemistry between me and my products, I swear I won't buy and then buy anyway. Weigh in here. This is not me. I've been wearing the same perfume for 20 years. The chemistry between me and perfumes, I can't justify, but also just can't forget. Anybody here a perfume addict right now? I just don't know enough about this to even talk about it. When people talk about perfumes, I just kind of sit back. Thicker could be okay if it sinks into the skin and moisturizes. Ceracryl is thin for sure. I like the texture a lot of the Ceracryl. But I also like if you take like a Natasha Denona concealer, you know, that's got just, it could go forever. And if you add some moisturizer to that, it made a beautiful lightweight foundation that I like a lot better than her actual foundation that she came out with. Anybody a perfume person? The chemistry between me and my skincare, I remember on my bad skin days. I love skincare, and it's where most of my money goes. You love perfume. Do you have a favorite, or do you date a lot of them? I think a lot of people change their perfumes like with times of the year and for different occasions. I like those. One of the only kits that I like from Sephora are the ones where you get to get the bottle of your choice, you know, with, I think it's a nice gift where they get to pick. I know we have skincare addicts in here. The chemistry between me and discounts that suddenly make everything practical. Hello. Let's talk about this one. You date, but I try a lot of samples because I'm fickle. I love that. I saw that somebody was saying that you should get not the teeny little bottles where you get like 2 seconds out of it, but like, I still remember the days of smashing the magazine perfumes onto me. Did you guys remember those? The magazine perfume? We'd lift up the flap. Oh my God, like the September Vogue or the August Vogue or whatever it was that would have all of the so many perfumes in there that like it just smelled like like a perfume store. Who has a problem getting away from something that they see is on sale and it sounds practical? You know what would really, oh, you love perfume. I think a weird thing happened this year. Take me for a little ride right now. When the $250 eyeshadows came out and it made Tom Ford look like two-faced. I don't have an example. It was weird to start thinking that that sounded reasonable at 110. And now they're redoing the whole line. Although the new packaging is really pretty. I think it could use a little refresh, but from what I understand, they are redoing the whole line, top to bottom. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because Estee Lauder's had control of Tom Ford the whole time. So I don't get it. I don't know if they're doing that so that they can, you know, do it under a new creative director. I don't know if they're trying to put some life back into the line because it's just sitting, except for their releases. The new release, oh my God. I'm pulling it up. Amit is on this. Let me pull this down for 1 second. know it's hard to see, but green. Who's excited about this? Because I am screaming. The green with like a very light color that'll look like a normal lid and then like a peachy tone. Stop it. And look at the packaging. That packaging is stunning. What is that, like a mahogany color? Who loves this, or is it just me? It says eye color quad, combination of sheer sparkle, satin, shimmer, and matte. Lip color satin matte in limited edition burgundy and crocodile look packaging. Scarlet Rouge limited edition and 50 BG Adore existing color orange red color. That Tom Ford is a yes. And excuse me, that circle over there, please tell me that that's going to be a cushion foundation. You can't tell what the swatches look like. I'm not even going there. There's the lippies. Ooh, a new gloss. I need to know what that is. Does anyone know? Oh, it says Cushion Foundation, limited edition burgundy crocodile design. I love a cushion foundation. I wonder if Tom Ford is going to make the formula a little thinner. I think he is, because I think modern eyeshadows have tended to be a bit thinner, but I don't have too many, so I'm just guessing. I think that some of the formulas have been thinner. I feel like Tom Ford is going to be $125 a quad. Does anyone know what the new pricing is? I don't. You might be right, Ma. I feel like Louis Vuitton intimidated everyone, and now they feel like they're not luxurious enough if they're not priced like that. Which stinks. Okay, wait. Go back. Oh, sorry. Here we go. You gotta jump through some serious hoops on this, but at least it works. Okay, so the discounts. Molly, I bet money you're right. Molly, I hope that it's only 125 because they were 90 and then they were 100 and now they're 110. So these are going to be 125 because that's Tom Ford math. The chemistry between me and empties because throwing them away feels emotional. It's hard to declutter things when you've spent a lot of money on them. Unless they reek, they stay. Of course, I'm telling you that you should never ever put on a product ever if it's past the expiration date. The chemistry between me and mirrors that show me a different person every hour. I was thinking about the person that I am in my rearview mirror when I get outside. That's the moment of truth mirror. There are some good skinny mirrors though. The chemistry between me and beauty hacks I save but never attempt. That one just doesn't do it for me. The chemistry between me and carts I treat like long distance relationships. This one killed me. How many people have carts right now? Open tabs on their computers or on different search parts of their phone, different pages. I have to say I do this. I make cards. I make a lot of cards. The chemistry between me and lip balms that disappear the second I need them. I like to have my lip balms everywhere. By my bed, in a pocket, in a purse, in the bathroom, sitting over here, downstairs in the kitchen. I like them to be where my lips are. I'm knocking over my Chanel. Anybody? I have an eyeliner from the 90s because it was the only eyeliner I used back in the day, sentimental. I have a NARS lipstick called Paradise, and I have two of them. It was this really interesting, very sheer. It looked like it was yellowy orange kind of when you looked at it, but on the lips, it just, I don't even know. It was just the most gorgeous thing. And I used to go to Barney's in Chicago, and the guy that was our makeup person, the artist, he and I are still in touch. He just stepped down as the creative global director of Shiseido. He like went up in the company at NARS and then over to Shiseido. I sent him the NARS lipstick because he opened up a little store and I just wanted him to have it, and he was dying that like I still had it. It's just sometimes you got to keep stuff. I have some Dior lipsticks too that I brought with me to match the color at, I forget the name of the place where you can make your own lipstick. They're in a lot of different places now. Somebody took me there for my birthday. You keep your cart tabs up so you don't forget about them. They would miss you. You have a relationship with them. The chemistry between me and the foundations that betray me only in photographs. Nothing like a stripe of highlighter though. The chemistry between me and palettes that I buy for one shade and I never touch again. You like my story? He loved it. He was dying. I'm like, make the damn lipstick, please make the lipstick. The chemistry between me and cleansers that work until the day I recommend them. The chemistry between me and sunscreen. This better not be true. I only remember after the damage is done. I just watched Charlotte Parler, who's the Dew owner. She has the best Instagram, and she is just so sharp and funny and smart. And I mean, she was just like, if you're not going to put on sunscreen, you have a net zero. Like there is no possible way for me to even recommend any skincare to you at all. And you shouldn't buy any because it will do nothing. And she's so smart and funny and witty and somebody to follow. Love her. The chemistry between me and skincare, I swear I'll start tomorrow. I've started. The chemistry between me and beauty budgets that exist only in theory. The chemistry between me and reviews I trust more than my own judgment. Well, like if Rebecca likes something, usually I don't, which is so funny. The chemistry between me and foundations that promise no creasing and then crease. The chemistry between me and wish lists that age better than relationships. That's not good. The chemistry between me and sunscreen, I remember only on cloudy days. I hope not. The chemistry between me and empties I keep because the packaging is cute. All right. That was that. I thought those were fun. Now, I have is it? Oh, here we go. No. Hold on, guys. Oh, I'm going to be so sad right now. Ooh, I got to think about how I'm going to find this. I don't know what I did. It was on my Instagram. Do you guys have products that you would like, you really can't have them reformulating it? You know that we're going to have tons of foundations and concealers come January. All right, this is... Did anyone see... All right, well, we'll start with this. I hope that wasn't really long. You guys, I had the biggest problem last time when we had a live. Remember, I was going through stuff. I got like a copyright thing that I had to mute part of our thing that we had because the song was on. So it says Korean. This is one of them. Korean skincare beauty trends are going to be coming and will completely redefine skincare routines worldwide. And not just skincare, hair care. They said PDRN, which is they're showing it used topically with the Korean skincare, so it's not anything that's being injected, but apparently this is why Ulta is going all in on Korean skincare, because they've done all of the research and they have made it affordable, and they're giving people options that do more than one thing, so they don't have 1,000 steps. It's going to take over. Hair essences, like all the things we've been doing with our faces, we're going to start doing with our hair. Everything is going to be barrier first, and the whole thing is going to be about maintaining what you have. Well, what about those of us who need to like not just maintain? Plant actives are going to be huge, that we're past stem cells and everything can be translated into something bioidentical. Glass hair is going to be a thing where people are going to want, like they have glass skin, people are going to be wanting glass hair. Exosomes are the next big thing that they said they're going to show that that doesn't work unless you do it in a procedure. It's one of the most regulated categories in Korean dermatology, and they don't use stuff unless it actually is going to do something. PLLA is going to become a refinement step, not a substitute. A poly-L-lactic acid will enter skincare with a different purpose than its injectable form. It will be smoothing texture and create a cushion and more even surface appearance. I'm kind of excited for this new formulas, new thinking, new things to try, even though I'm not very adventurous with skincare. I like the idea of being more ingredient forward, like I am with my Josh that I've loved forever. And I think that that's going to be huge. All right. So I can't find it. I will find it and I will share it next time. But it was all the trends that we're going to start to see next year. And I want to know from you guys, do you want a roundup of best of? Do you want to just forget about it? Do you want it? If you do want it, do you want it soon while stuff is on sale? Do we need to do like a re-review and really like look at the things from the year and talk about what worked, what didn't, and what we need to remember? I would love to just kind of walk through what we've bought. PDRN is the buzzword in Korean skincare now for sure. I'm all in on trying Korean. The stuff I use, I love. I am interested very much in this. And what about the makeup, Molly? Have you seen like all their like lip products and stuff? Like they have these like blurred, like no lines on their lips. Sign me up. I want to try it. The PDRN, I'm not so sure about. I was going to get a mask that they had at Sephora. And so if you guys don't know what it is, it's a DNA repair molecule. And it says it's used in dermatology for regeneration and healing, and research shows that it can stimulate tissue repair and wound healing, increase cell turnover, reduce inflammation, help improve texture, fine lines, and hydration. And it is salmon, sperm, or salmon or trout sperm DNA. That's what it's made of. So they extract the repair molecule from the sperm and they take the part of it, the fragment of DNA that is the signal that we're supposed to be repairing. Like, you know how people microneedle so that they create a wound that your skin then goes to heal. It produces the collagen and elastin and it stimulates everything. This is supposed to talk to it in that way. But they do it as an injection in Korea. And it's topically only used for, it says, increasingly found in luxury or derm-driven skincare serums and creams. Important, topical PDRN won't penetrate like injectables, but still offers anti-inflammatory and barrier soothing benefits. So if you do buy anything PDRN or PDRN equivalent, unless they're injecting it, it isn't going to do the regeneration stuff. A lot of people, I guess, who microneedle are using it. I did not know what that was. PDRN. These are like, you remember when hyaluronic acid first came out and everybody was like, hyaluronic acid. And then it was like niacinamide, everybody, we all, and this year I feel like it was ceramides and peptides, all that stuff. Now we're into the repair enzymes and exosomes. So exosomes are the tiny cell-to-cell messengers that carry the growth factors. And the PDRN are the wound repair. So supposedly all of these things are coming our way. It's really important to understand that all of these can't be used together. It says it can't be used by vegans because it's fish derived, generally considered safe, especially for wound healing, with injectables, bruising, swelling, mild injection site irritation, with topicals, extremely low irritation. It's not the same as a copper peptide that increases collagen and elastin directly in the skin. The PDRN is that stimulation that collagen needs to do to make a repair. So like if you have sun damage and you microneedle and you put this on, it's going to stimulate that area. And when you have more collagen and elastin, you're more plumped, your wrinkles look like they're less. So does it actually work? Injectable PDRN has solid clinical research behind it. Fine lines, texture, post-inflammation healing, acne scarring, barrier strengthening, and improving elasticity. But the topical is for calming, reducing redness, the barrier recovery, hydration, and some plumping. It's not going to repair unless it says, but it's not going to behave like microneedling with Rejurin, which must be the Botox of PDRN. But there's a lot of PDRN masks and things, and people, when they buy them, they think, oh, it's going to repair my skin. It's going to do something different topically. And I think that the Korean philosophy is going to be really good for all of us to be hearing because it's very different. And I love that. Different is good. Different is interesting. I'm looking forward to this onslaught of ads and stuff being over. If you guys, are there any things that anybody's like dying for us to do, or should I just kind of go through like end of year wrap ups? I want to also talk about like some goals that I have just as far as being more intentional. And I really would like to stick to it and not use permission structures like charities. Of course I was going to do that. I want to like kind of think about what products knocked my socks off and which ones I want to be wary of. Did anybody pick this up, by the way, during their sale? I think today's the last day. I am on the highly recommend on this thing. The other thing that we bought, my family, is one of those, I'm going to grab it. I'll show you. Have you guys had a Theragun yet? It's a massager. It's going to be life-changing for me, for pain and muscle and recovery. And I mean, I have terrible arthritis, you guys know. this on a little high for this, but there's different attachments that you can put on here. And I love this thing. It's fantastic. This and my Lola blankets, I'm good. I'm good. Has anybody bought anything that's not makeup that they want to talk about? Do you guys want me to show you what a Lola blanket looks like? Is anyone still awake? Am I boring everyone? People are scrolling around. All right, everybody. We'll wrap it up. We'll get back together. You're here? Oh, good. Hi. If you have muscle pain or arthritis, these Theraguns are phenomenal. Phenomenal. Did anybody bought anything cool that's not makeup? Like any good gift ideas for people? All right, you guys. It's almost 11. I get it. Ooh. You're getting a portable red light sauna. I think that you would benefit from one so much for pain. Oh. I've heard amazing things. I definitely want to hear what your thoughts are on it. That sounds amazing. I think that Penn Smith has like a video about those. What brand is it, Ma? Is it like on Amazon? Or is it like one of the LED things? Oh, this is kind of interesting. They can't advertise certain things about LED in the UK anymore because they can't prove that red light is working. It's going to be very interesting for certain things. They have changed the rules for the commercials and ads that people can do there. They're taking them down. Good night, honey. All right, you guys. I'm going to wrap it up in a bow and say good night to everyone. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. Stay strong. Only buy what you need. Ooh. Oh, I think my LED mask works 100%. It's made a huge difference. Tons of them on Amazon. That's so good to know. I think the LED is amazing. And the hand one that I got, you guys, is starting to, I think, do something for the crazy arthritis that I have. I think red light is going to be very mainstream this year. Like, people outside of the beauty community are going to be into LED. Do you guys agree? When you get into the portable sauna, is it like a sleeping bag? I have to understand it. I'll have to look. Send me a link. Good night, sweet Felice. Please feel better. Feel better. You've been sick for too long. Good night, everybody. I love you all. Have a good rest of your week. Stay strong. Don't buy stuff that you don't need because it's on sale. There's going to be all kinds of new stuff that we can avoid buying next year. I'm sending lots of love to everybody. Good night, everybody. Good night. Molly, I hope your mommy feels much better tomorrow, although tomorrow's probably going to be like the worst day. But I hope that she's on the road to recovery. She's going to be a little sore tomorrow. Felice, feel better. Everybody, sending lots of love your way. Have a good rest of your week. Good night.